Alright guys, well it's been a little while since I've uploaded. I've gotten a lot of things done. Like, I've got the canola power plant going. At least somewhat. It is, I'm using advanced generators to generate the power. Just because it throttles nicely. And right now I'm currently just doing tier 2 canola. I'll make tier 3 and tier 4 later. But at least it's going. So now I have some reliable power. And then I'm storing the power over here. If I can get in the door. And we're currently full. This little bit here is just to turn some things on and off depending on if I'm online or not. I.e. a void ore miner, so it only runs while I'm online. So I cleaned up some of the machines here. So if we go downstairs, this is where I moved all the auto crafting machines down to. And all the auto crafting tables for my integrated dynamics auto crafting. And then over here is my void ore miner with the receiver to turn this thing on and off, depending on if I'm online or not, so it doesn't just run 24/7, because that's just cheating to me. And then I built a building over here for some immersive engineering auto crafting. And then I built a squid farm right here, which has been doing pretty good, using an RF Tools elevator to move around. And I think it might be about time that I look into switching to AE2 for my logistics, because my integrated dynamic system is starting to get rather large, and it's starting to have quite an impact on my frame rate. So it might be about time, because it's the largest integrated dynamic system I've ever made, spanning the majority of this base with hundreds of items on the network. So I also made a jetpack. I don't think I had that last time. And then we're going to go over and look at a project I've been working on once I sleep the night away. Another thing I did was around back here. I hooked a coke oven up to the system, and it's using this fancy fluid storage tank to hold creosote oil. This colossal chest here is what's holding the majority of my items now. And then this immersive engineering tank here is also hooked into the system, but is getting lava from a pump in the nether. So now let's go look over at my current project I've been working on. Alright, we are approaching the project. I'm building a guardian farm, hopefully. So I've already done work for a few days on this. First I went in and conquered the monument, killing the Elder Guardians and such. Then I used a RF Tools builder to build a retaining wall to hold back the water. Then I used the same builder and a nuclear craft dense cobblestone generator to fill the entire place with cobblestone. Now I'm using a quarry card in the builder to quarry out just the cobblestone. And once this is all finished, then I will start actually building the farm in here. Looks like we're charged back up, so we can get going again. So this has been pretty fun. I've never, conquered a ocean monument before, so that was interesting. Thankfully there are some mod items that make it a bit easier. Like, oh, this is the entrance. This is the proper entrance, huh? I didn't come in this way. I was gonna say is some things like open block sponges made it a lot easier, because I could just craft them. So I came in here with a bunch of super sponges. Yeah, there's one of them still hanging around here. And I finally got back into Psi. So I'd written a break block so that I could break blocks in here even with mining fatigue. So that helped a lot. So now I'm going to warp over to another project. I'm just going to go ahead and teleport because I can't remember where it is and it's pretty far away. So BRB. So I located a roguelike dungeon entrance that I rather liked. So this is the entrance. There's the way shrine. And it's a nice little house. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to have this be an auxiliary base and kind of move into the house and then fill the underground area with mob farms and machinery and stuff. And it took me and 3 friends a couple hours to fully explore this base and light it all up and disable all the mob spawners. It's pretty big. In fact, there's still some pockets where we, like, never collected all the dungeon loot and stuff, too. But it's a pretty neat place, and I look forward to remodeling it and moving into it. And it's just chock full of spawners. So that'll be kind of cool. I still need to clean up all these chests everywhere and all these holes in the wall. Oh, there's a spawner right there. Yeah, it intersected a ravine a few times. So I figured I'd just give a quick update on how things were going. I don't really have time right now to record a full, like, build on anything or not. Let's go turn that thing off so I'm not wasting power. Because it does take quite a bit of power to run this even filtered just to the cobblestone. I've run through, I don't know how many hundreds of million RF so far running this thing. But it's getting close to be done. So maybe next time I'll document some more progress on the Guardian farm. Because I like Prismarine. Alright guys, well, it's a few days later. And I got carried away and pretty much finished it, kind of. I decided not to do the full-size spawning platform just because it would have taken forever. And this is plenty fast. So, it's just this middle section here marked by the Prismarine. And then they get corralled and shooshed down the center by some mob fans here. Which, if I back over here so they spawn... There you go. So then they come down here. If I can get through the hole. So they drop down here. And they are then killed by a mob crusher here. Which is collecting the experience and all the drops. And then the experience is getting dropped into this fluid dictionary converter that's converting it to essence of knowledge. And then that's getting run into this ender tank here. The drops are being pulled by XNet and being deposited into various black hole units. And this modular storage for all the miscellaneous fish. And then I'm also smelting any of the fish that are smeltable and running them into an ender chest network for free food. And then I'm pulling the shards out and automating some bricks and some standard prismarine. So this has been working pretty well. And I went ahead and set up a waystone between my base and here. So then, I finally wanted to get around to making some cactus. So I built this second building here right next to it. Which is a decent sized cactus farm. Let me turn off my magnet so I stop picking up all this, but So yeah, it's just a layer after layer of cactuses. Oh, I'm missing a couple here. With fence posts to break them. And then they drop down to this vacuumulator here that's running them into a black hole unit. And also into interchest network. So I'm using these ESDs here so that I can specifically tell it what slots to go into. So like these 3 slots will always be cactuses. These 6 slots will always be seafood from the Guardian farm. And then these 3 will always be ink sacs from my squid farm. So, I'm trying to think if I did anything else since the last bit I recorded. I don't think I did anything else besides hook the ink here with this ESD. So until next time, guys, I will see you later.